evening and welcome to another edition of HGP Sport. For today, I'm Jaden Samuels. Thanks for joining us. Cricket news. While many avid cricket fans were waiting to see the mystery spinner Sunil Narine in the World Cup squad, this was not the case. Here are the details. The 30-year-old did express interest in being part of this year's World Cup, but admits he hasn't fully recovered from his injury and isn't ready for 50 overs. Narine is currently playing in the Indian Premier League for the Kolkata Knight Riders after having his last 50-over stint back in 2016. He did came under the radar for this year's World Cup selection, but feels the injury on his bowling hand still needs more time. Winning the World Cup in 1975 and 1979, West Indies begin their World Cup campaign on May 31, playing Pakistan in Nottingham. Jaden Samuels, HGP Sport. Still in cricket news, it is still uncertain how many games would be played in Guyana for the 7th edition of the Hero Caribbean Premier League. Stanford Howard is following this story.
Chief Operating Officer of CPL, Pete Russell, revealed that Guyana and the Caribbean Premier League governing body is still trying to iron out how many games is scheduled to be played at the National Stadium at Providence.
Yeah, we still haven't concluded the deal here yet. We still don't know that all the games will be here. So that's why I'm obviously down this week. But the hope is that we'll get the same number of, or same level of games that you had last year, because I think the playoffs were a great success here. What we might do is actually play the playoffs on one day, so do a double header, whereby I just think that gives a lot more focus, and obviously you hope that Guyana's in one of those games.
At a press conference held on Thursday at the Marriott Hotel Guyana, Chief Operating Officer Pete Russell addressed questions about CPL operating at a loss in the region in the initial stages. This is what he said.
Yeah, look, it's fine. It's not, we're not going to be. I'm not going to be sitting here saying it's retirement time, but it's in a good place. The key to any successful tournament is that the league is on a sure footing and that teams are being able to also make money. So that's where we've got it to. As I said, there's a limited market that you've got in the Caribbean. It'd be great to say, in India they obviously have 1 billion people that they can speak to. We only have 7 million here. But look, it's great. I mean, it's in a great place. It's well supported by commercial partners down here. We're very happy with it.
Also touching on the issue of the league's commitment a few years ago of giving back to the host countries. He noted in a few days the locals would be able to witness some of these commitments.
Good, and I think you'll see Mr. Dr. Bobby Ramroot will make a statement, I think, probably in the next few days about what he's creating down here in terms of a new entity, straight enterprise. And in each of the territories, I think in Trinidad we're looking to set up an academy down there, which is the initiative of the local team. So there's plenty of local initiatives going on which will help that. And again, I think for us, all we can try and do is to make sure that the product on the pitch displays and shows off the best of West Indies talent.
Adding to what critics had been saying, that the Hero Caribbean Premier League is more about the partying and making money for a private entity and not being able to develop West Indies cricket as opposed to the other leagues. This was his response.
Young players want to play in it, they aspire to it, not just to become better West Indies cricketers, but also to make sure that their livelihoods are enhanced in playing in all these other leagues. So I think it makes a massive difference, both from a playing perspective and a social perspective as well, because you look at the games when we play down here, and it's the same in all the other countries. The sort of social cohesion that happens. People get together, yes, they have a good time going to the games, but they're out there united as one, supporting the Amazon Warriors, and that's what you get in all these other countries. So I think people are. It's a very lazy description to just say, oh, they're down here for the party and making money. We put 25 million into this project, and we're never going to get that back. So that's the commitment.
For HGP Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
Mumbai Indians are beginning to up their game, recording another win, this time against points leader the Chennai Super Kings, winning by 46 runs today, which puts them in second place now on the points table. This is making the reading a little more interesting. Delhi Capitals, now in third position on 14 points. Rajasthan Royals, who is having a tough tournament so far, will play Sunrisers Hyderabad at 10:30 hours tomorrow. Let's turn our attention to some football news. It was an evening of wins in the Guinness Greatest of the Streets Linden Championship on Wednesday. Samuel Gillis tells us more.
Former champions Dave and Selena's All-Star Amelia's Ward Russians alongside contender NK Ballers suffered on the opening night in the Greatness of the Streets Linden Championship. Staged at the Mackenzie Market tarmac in front of a large crowd, Presidential defeated Dave and Selena's 1-0. It was Runik Volosa who found the back of the net in the 5th minute. On the other hand, Quiet Storm blew away Amelia's Ward Russians 4-0. Mark Richards recorded a hat-trick opening his account in the 1st minute before recording a Guinness goal, which is a goal scored in the final 3 minutes of regulation time and counts as 2 goals. An own goal in the 3rd minute added to the score line. Similarly, Asasa Ballers battled past NK Ballers 2-0. Devon Scott checked a Guinness goal in the 19th minute. In other results, Barcinal Downed retrieved unknown 2-1. Meanwhile, Capital Storm defeated Amazing 2-0. Alan Rees recorded a Guinness goal in the 18th minute, while Komaka overcome Haynes Hitters 2-1 on sudden death penalty kicks after regulation time had ended. Football tournament continues on May the 1st at the same venue. For HGP Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
Taking a look at the Carifta Games, Guyana continued to improve its performance at the Carifta Games, represented in 3 disciplines this year, and continues to show improvements. Being represented in track and field, swimming and chess this time around, Guyana finished 5th out of 10 competing countries, clocked 10 medals in athletics and 5 in swimming. The contingents yesterday were all part of an outreach in the Asian County being organized by the government of Guyana. Here are the reactions from some of the athletes.
Adriel Austin. Yeah, the Jamaicans, they had me, but I strive to do the best.
My name is Princess Brown. This is my 2nd time at the Carifta Games. Some more experience than last year, but comparing last year to this year, the teams, everybody came out stronger. Everybody came up with their aim game, so it was a very tough competition.
My name is Anisha Gibbon. It wasn't that hard. There was a girl from Cayman Island. She really put up a competition with me.
Matthew Gordon. It was great for the first time at the Carifta Games at the international competition. Athletics, 800, 1500 and 3000 meters.
My experience as competitors at the Carifta Games was very tough. When I saw the site sheet come out, I was like, wow, these people are really fast. And when I watched them, they were very tall and they were very strapping, and I had to visualize of what I would have done next year. We improved from last year. Last year I think we got 3rd to last, but this time we've improved because we had a couple of medals and a couple of gold medals, a couple of bronze medals from different countries, and this year the Guyana's Carifta swim team was very excellent.
Turning our attention to some archery. Archery Guyana, a promising sporting body, has secured a historic first in achieving affiliate status with the National Paralympic Committee of Guyana. This achievement typifies Archery Guyana's desire and drive to ensure that every Guyanese archer, however able they are, be afforded the very best opportunity to excel and pursue their dreams and ambitions of participation at the highest levels in the sport of archery. That concludes our cast for this evening. Do have a good weekend. I'm Jaden Samuels reminding you to say yes to life, yes to sport, and no to drugs. Good night.